so well.
This is the one that's had the ball cut out of it, so I'm just
Yeah.
putting some.
Hi! Getting no, Mr. Now you got no balls. And this cow, heifer is calved out here. It looks really.
Do you ever get that feeling when things are going not too badly, that there's some sort of handling just round the corner?
Welcome back to another video. So we've been quite busy, quite a few heifers have calved since the last one. So I'll just show you what we have so far. And there, we had a wee set of twins just here. They are very small. And we possibly might well lift one off of her, we'll just wait and see. The weather's been good, so she's been fine outside with them, but we knew we might lift one off and hand me that, so we're just waiting to see if that happens. Another wee one up there, all having a wee snooze just now, so not too much to see, but there'll be some. We've not had to calve any yet because it seems to be just popping out the heifers of that slayer's bull, so that is awesome. And yeah, I'm sure there's much more calving action to come soon. It's just down dropping off Heath at Gran's. I've got a few dogs to groom first thing this morning, and then Heath and I are going to head to Lanark Market and see some stores getting sold, as a couple of friends selling their stores today and we are selling some in a few weeks, so we just thought we'd go ahead and get a wee eye for the trade, or I will anyway, and get some lunch when we're in there, because market grub's always good. So if you could, I should always say in the videos, like, if you should like, subscribe and comment, helps us to grow our channel. So if you can, just put a wee hey or something in the comments and I'll say a wee hey back. So let's keep on going, get this work done and then get on to some farming. Josh is bringing those bullocks up that were a pain springing the other day, so hopefully they'll go past this wee area here and they're going for a fresh bite in here. Oh crap, I fell over that stone. I'm just going to stand in my usual position so they don't run up the road or run that way. Ta-da! Oh, you coming, Hercules? I'd maybe watch out the way. You don't want to be a squashed cat. Yep. Come on. Good job.
Not much swearing that time.
Yep. Bad time. Trying to soak me with this stuff.
It was just a wee bit of water that was in it.
So this is.
Always clean your dozing guns out when you're finished with them. This is the one that's had the ball cut out of it, so I'm just putting some.
Hi! You're getting no, Mr. Now you got no balls. So he had one ball, and you've had.
He had two balls.
You had two balls.
One was way further up its belly, and it turned out the vet couldn't cut it out because it was too far away, so you just cut one ball out of it, and then through the summer the one that you couldn't cut out, it sunk down into its ball sack, so we've cut it out so we can sell it as a bullock, because it's probably not quite as much if you sell it as a bull, but it does look quite bully already.
Yeah, just that wee bit of extra testosterone.
I think it's getting out. There was just the odd cough when I moved them there. I hope there's not a bit of lungworm in any of them that are outside. I think we could bring them in and treat them for lungworm. They were treated at turnout, side-decked, and I thought it would last all season for lungworm, but I'll need to look into that. You putting her through the crush? No. This is a boy? No. No. He just had a temperature. Yeah, is it feeling better? I think so. I think they can go out right. You go and toddle along to the gate. Right. Put the gate in the way. Have you shut the other two gates together? No. At the bottom. You shut the two gates at the bottom. So you should maybe do that instead of videoing. Be proactive. It's a shame I can't see to what I want on the video. How not?
I'll just do some sign language. Nugget. Oh crap, there's only one of them. Where's its friend? Oh, here it is. Come on guys, don't be an idiot! Idiot, you monkey.
Bit of nice grass for them.
I already pointed out the nice grass earlier. What a weirdo. Cut that bit out. Of course I will.
I just took this cow and calf up to the farm to treat the calf for coccidiosis. You can see the calf's a wee bit loose off its dung. Just a sign of cocci, and its mum's also pretty hefted up with milk as if it hasn't been sucking very well, but it's one of our late born calves, so it would have been too small when we treated the main batch for coccidiosis, so we'll just treat it, and that covers it for it just in case. Do you ever get that feeling when things are going not too badly, that there's some sort of handling just round the corner? My tractor tyres let me down. Got a puncture right in the sidewall on this tyre. They're fairly worn, but this tyre's been vulcanised previously, and there's a rip on another spot on it just in the sidewall. So we looked at putting one part worn tyre on, but at £750 I thought it was better just putting two new BKT tyres. I think that they're sort of middle of the range BKTs. They should do my job okay, and they were £1,180 each, fitted by Auchinleigh tyres. Just like that, the guts of £2,400 gone, and I never even done the fronts. The fronts are about £650, but when I see how little tread's on them compared to the backs, well, maybe should have, but maybe try and leave it another year or so and then put fronts on it. I don't think there's anything wrong with doing that from a four-wheel drive and transmission point of view, but if anybody knows, they can let me know. No. At least I've got a spare tyre now. I thought we were done with silage and haylage for a year, but clearly not. That's it on! Wait a minute, a few twists in it. Some man.
Just gonna head up and check the cows that are calving, because George is away out getting bales tonight. So yeah, just check nothing's got a baby hanging out or anything that To be honest, if something's got a baby hanging out and they can't get it out, I'll just mop its brow and say, you can do it! You can do it real good! And then hope for the best. Let's go! Hopefully nothing's happening. I'm actually like validating fuel at the right. Hope I don't run out. Hi, where are you? Oh, I see some light. I see some eyes. Anyone having a baby? Anybody? Anyone having a baby? Anyone got any problems? Are you okay? Oh, you're one of my favourite ones. Just, I quite like you. Yeah, you're a good backhand cow. Right, anyone else? Because I've not got a lot of petrol left in my bike. And
well, that certainly hasn't been my most enjoyable journey, but thankfully we've made it home. It's fair play to folk carting 3 high bales about all the time, because these are just 2 high haylage bales, and I was bricking it at times in the pitch black.
there's George coming back now. See the flashing lights coming down the road. I've just checked his coos. He'll be able to go in for a wee cup of tea.
Well, this feels absolutely fantastic. Last of the haylage and silage read up for another year. These bales will get used for the cattle before we bring them inside. Probably start feeding them in another maybe 4 weeks maybe. Maybe sooner than that if we don't get any rain and the grass doesn't start growing. And then our back end calvers, they'll soon start coming inside at night times. We'll maybe start feeding it to them as well. And then these bales that were done a bit earlier should be better quality stuff for the sheep. Normally start feeding haylage out to them in January. Normally we use about 70 bales for the sheep, but 2 years ago we ended up using 130. So always have to try and make sure you make plenty just in case you need it. Then when the cattle come inside for the winter, they will start off in this second cut silage, just so we know we finished that pit and can get that back corner sorted out when the new shed goes up. And then they'll move on to the first cut silage. 3R Solutions in with more digestate. I think we're expecting 15 loads this week, and that'll be enough to spread maybe about 50 acre, and then that'll probably be us for the year. Try and get a bit more grass to grow.
George just away spreading some fertiliser, and this cow heifer is calved out here. It looks really small, but it is trying to get up on his feet, so hopefully it's all good, and she is not going to have twins, because then, what is that in my face? It's a bit of dirt. Then you have to come down and get it in. So let's go see her. You popped that out awful quickly, girl. Yep. See what number B5, BS. Let George know about that. Oh, it's fresh out the sack. And it's literally like
So a wee update for anybody that follows the channel. You might have known that we sprayed this field off, and I was hoping just to direct drill grass straight back into it, but we haven't had a great kill with the glyphosate, and you can see in patches there's quite a bit of grass still here. Although it did die off remarkably well. I thought after a fortnight and getting sprayed that it would be completely green by now, but some bits you can maybe see round about here, there's quite a bit of grass still. So we direct drilled this brassica in it. It's a rape kale hybrid and stubble turnip. The field's far too steep to try and plough, and if we ploughed it and got much rain, I feel like far too much of the soil will get washed off it to the bottom. So this was direct drilled 3 weeks ago, and it got a couple of good days of rain, but it's hardly had any rain, probably the last fortnight at least. So I've came on and I've sown 46 units of nitrogen on it. I'm expecting rain this week, so hopefully the ground will be warm enough, the rain will come, the fertiliser nitrogen will start working and it will jump up, but it's not looking too exciting now anyway. It's all completely unknown this to me, so I don't really know, just winging it. A wee bit of earth moving today. So now that I have to document everything that happens in my life, I better explain what the topsoil's for. This is all the subsoil that we've taken out for the base of the new shed. We took this out months ago. It's all been blended into the edge of the banking here. This banking used to be extremely steep, so we blended all that in there. I think we dug about 5,000 tonne this time, but we ran out of topsoil, so I've been able to get these 5 loads so far off my neighbour Ross, and we'll get another 4 or 5 loads maybe tomorrow and get them tipped along there, and then we'll get all that blended in and try and sow some grass on it. We probably won't bother sowing the grass seed until next year. Now it's getting a bit late for it, and maybe 1 load over there. That was always a bit steep, that banking at the corner there. That's all been built up ground as well. That we done that a few years ago before we put the slurry store up. So we'll get 1 load of topsoil there, blend that off and get grass to grow, because you can see there's very little going to ever grow out of that subsoil, and it'll just make this whole bit of the field a lot better. Just drawn a few of our cast cows out this morning to go to Highland meets. The heaviest one's this big black girl, 860 kilos, and the lightest one's this wee old cow, 618 kilos, and the average 759. Some professional finishers would maybe be keeping them a bit longer, but I'm just quite keen to get some of them shifted. We don't have a huge amount of grass, but we have had a good bit of rain through the night, so that should help things. And these are the ones that are not going. Some of these are actually heavier as the ones that are going, but they're just I just feel like they're needing a bit more meat over their backs there. That one and that one are actually twins. I did think about keeping her and putting them away together, but I think she's ready to go.
8:10, let's play. Who we got?
I'm not even going to guess how much they make because my last lambs that I guessed was about £4 too much. The average just under £150, 149.70 if I remember correctly. Probably because I went back through them, there was a bit of space in the lorry, so I went back through and drew 23 smaller ones out, and it was quite late at night I done that, and so they maybe weighed quite well if their bellies were full. So I was quite disappointed when I first seen their weights, their average weights, but they have dropped severely in the markets this week, so I've probably done very well getting them away. If anything, I should have sent more of them at that weight.
So Heath and I are just back from Lanark Market, Laurie and Simonton. We just went to watch the store sale today, and one of our friends had some stores, or a few of our friends had some stores in, didn't they? And they were getting good trade, and I'll leave you just with Silage livestock. I've got a few videos of them selling theirs.
Ow! Ow, Mommy!
Oh goodness, what a temper you have. I don't know where you get that from. And good trade, I think. So cattle prices are still looking up. And the rain is here in Scotland, so hopefully it's where else you need it in the UK as well, because we were needing it. A bit of rain, get the grass going, aren't we? A bit of rain, a bit of heat. So thanks for watching. If you could like, subscribe and leave us a wee comment in the comment box, that would be wonderful. Helps to grow the channel and helps other people to find it too. Thanks, bye, see you in the next video.